Racers, start your engines. Chicago Street Race is almost here. Tomorrow, the Loop 110 race will be held in Grant Park before Sunday's main event. Marissa Perlman live at the track for us this morning with more on what to expect and a special guest. Good morning, Marissa.
Good morning, ladies. So good to be with you. Happy 4th of July. A lot of excitement here already at the track. We are gearing down for the third year of NASCAR's race around our glorious city. Every year we talk about this, about how well this race really shows off the beauty of Chicago. So let's talk a little bit about that. I want to bring in Julie Giese, NASCAR's own Julie Giese. Thank you so much for being with us on this 4th of July holiday. How are you feeling?
I'm excited. It's here. It is race week.
Absolutely. Talk to me a little bit, because now I look at the track this morning and I'm already seeing things that look a little bit different than last year. So talk to me about some of those improvements that you guys made.
That's the beauty of having a temporary street race, right? You can make adjustments, you can evolve and use the learnings from previous years. So probably one of the biggest changes, aside from taking 2 weeks off of the build schedule for all of the residents and businesses nearby, is moving the concert stage. And that is right now going to be on the start-finish line of the racetrack. The feedback we got last year was it's a big footprint. We know Grant Park is big. The racetrack is 2.2 miles. It's a lot of walking. So the more we can compact some of those experiences, the better. So we've got that stage right here on the start-finish line.
Yeah, I guess people don't want to get their steps in when it's going to be 90+ degrees. So let's talk a little bit about that, because I know, each year we kind of deal with a different element. Year one, we know it was all that rain. Now we're at year 3 and we're talking about like 90+ degree heat this weekend. Is there any concern about the street, the roads? I mean, can it buckle in the heat? Is this something we're preparing for?
Yeah, I mean, you always want to be prepared for anything. Obviously, we work really closely with the Department of Transportation here in Chicago, keeping an eye on those things. It's really no different than what we do each week when we're racing at all the racetracks around the country as well. We keep a close eye on the asphalt. And then at the same time, obviously, making sure we're prepared from a fan experience perspective, and everyone, plenty of water, hydrate, all of the things.
Absolutely, and the drivers too, because it gets hot in those cars, huh?
It really does, and that's the thing. Our drivers, I mean, we race 36 weekends a year, so there are a lot of weekends where there's a lot of heat. One of the drivers was telling me yesterday, we'll get over 100 degrees in that car. They're obviously in full fire suits, but it's things that they train for, it's what they prepare for, and they'll be ready for it.
Okay. Julie Giese, thank you so much. We'll be checking in throughout the morning about how to have really the best fan experience, but thank you for joining us this morning. Lots of fun to have here throughout the weekend. Again, you heard Julie say it, stay hydrated to be prepared for coming out here in the heat. For now, ladies, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Marissa, thank you so much. Definitely a good tip. It is hot out there. Chicago Street Race is almost here. Tomorrow, it kicks off. It will be held in Grant Park before the main event on Sunday. Marissa Perlman live at the track for us this morning with more on what to expect. Also, some special guests are joining you throughout the morning. Marissa, hello.
Hey, Audrina, good to be with you. Happy 4th of July. Chicago is ready to get those engines running. We are here checking out all the action ahead of this big weekend in Grant Park. And I want to bring a special guest to you, as you mentioned, a graduate of University of Chicago and NASCAR Xfinity Series driver, Andre Castro. He'll once again race under his alma mater's banner, representing you, Chicago. Andre, thank you so much for being with us bright and early on this 4th of July. How you feeling?
Feeling good representing U Chicago again, and yeah, ready to go tomorrow.
Yeah, you said this is kind of like your second home, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've never lived anywhere but New York and here. I was here for 4 years, so yeah, definitely a lot of memories, being 18, 19, 20, right before COVID. That was the majority of my time here. It was really fun.
The best times. Okay, college is the best. Some quick hits for you. Tell us, what are you driving?
So I'm driving the number 35 Chevrolet tomorrow for Joey Gase Motorsports. And yeah, we've got support from some great partners, U Chicago, Titan Environmental, the Racers Law Group. So yeah, it's going to be great. I'm excited to be here for the 3rd time. Andre's
parents make it in town today to watch him in all of the action. Tell us, how do you train or prepare for something like this?
Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be hot tomorrow, so definitely some sauna training like this week, just to try to, acclimate to the heat, which is going to be a challenge for all the drivers, I think. But yeah, that and being on the simulator as well. Like, I have iRacing at home. They have this track, so just doing some laps to refamiliarize myself with the course, although I have driven here before twice. And then yeah, just kind of staying in the gym, staying baseline fit. And this came together really late, so I don't know how much time I had to prepare, but I did as much as I could And yeah, just looking forward to it.
Yeah, we were talking to you, it's been less than a week since you were like, here we go, we're going to drive this year. That's got to be, okay, a lot of your adrenaline's rushing and you got a quick turnaround to make it happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, thanks to Chicago, you know, otherwise I wouldn't be here. But yeah, it just kind of all came together, and I knew I wanted to be here. You know, I've been into both of the ones before this, so I didn't want to break the streak, but just really grateful to get the opportunity to come back and to have an excuse to be in Chicago again.
Amazing. Well, we're going to be rooting you on tomorrow. Thank you so much. Andre Castro representing you, Chicago. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.
All right, now everybody at home, it is going to be a big weekend taking over Grant Park. So again, just be aware of those road closures that are already in place, that have been in place for setup for this event. All of the information you need to know about how to have a great weekend, a good fan experience on our website, cbschicago.com. For now, Audrina, I send it back to you.
All right, Marissa, thank you for that. Tomorrow, the Loop 110 race will be held in Grant Park before Sunday's main event. Marissa Perlman is live at the track for us this morning with more on what to expect and a special guest. Good morning, Marissa. I'm intrigued.
Dana, good to be with you. Happy 4th of July. Yeah, NASCAR drivers starting to roll into the city of Chicago ahead of this weekend's street race here in Grant Park. Festivities already underway. Chase Briscoe has raced in both of the first two races here in Chicago, and this year you'll see him in number 19, Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota. New team this year, Chase. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm excited. It's definitely going to be different with a new race team, right? But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The 19 car has always been really, really fast here. So yeah, just excited to be here in Chicago, 4th of July weekend. Bass Pro Shops on the car. We have a red, white, and blue paint scheme. It's kind of just the perfect American thing, right? So yeah, looking forward to being back.
Absolutely. And what is the most challenging thing, would you say, about this track since you've done it twice before?
I think the hardest thing is just here, there's literally zero room for error. Like the margin is so tight. When we go to a normal racetrack or another road course, if you barely miss a corner, you just go off in the dirt or in the grass. Where here, there's just a wall. So the precision that you have to have here is unlike anywhere else we go, and just the intensity is up because of that. So yeah, it definitely makes it unique. And then you throw in the fact that it is a street course. It's not a permanent thing, right? So the walls can be a little bit different from year to year. Just even a couple inches can make a big deal. So there's definitely a lot of variables every time we come here.
Yeah, absolutely. You're thinking on your feet, I'm sure, every time. We've dealt with a lot of elements in the past. Year one, it was that rain. We were talking about this year. It's about the heat.
Yeah.
How do you prepare, like mentally and physically, for that?
Yeah, we definitely have had just weather issues every time we've came here. Truthfully, I think the first year that the rain saved us from the heat. It was going to be brutal inside the car. Typically if it's 100 degrees outside, it's 130, 140 in the car for us. So yeah, this is going to be unique. From a fan's perspective, it's not as fun sitting out in the rain, but inside the car, it's definitely beat the heat for sure. So yeah, it'll be a challenge. This is one of the more physically demanding racetracks already, and then you throw in the fact that it's going to be 135, 140 in the car. It's definitely going to be a challenge, but just trying to do all the things I can do throughout the week, from a hydration standpoint, and yeah, it's going to be brutal for sure for us.
Yeah, hopefully we are rooting you on, and it won't be so bad when that heat lands in the city tomorrow. Chase, thank you so much. We're looking forward to cheering you on. Good luck. And again, we mentioned that fan experience, so be aware of the road closures right around Grant Park already underway. We'll be here through the weekend and the weeks after as cleanup continues. Yeah. So if you're heading here, we've got a lot of the fan experience for you up on our website, cbschicago.com. For now, Dana, we'll send it back to you.
Okay, Marissa, thank you so much.